recently quit my job as a software engineer to pursue my creative dreams of being a small business owner full-time. I was nervous to make this decision, but after quitting, taking a weekend for myself, and waking up as a full-time entrepreneur on Monday morning, I felt so freaking excited and motivated. Here's a look into my first day of being my own boss full-time. Happy Monday, happy October, happy fall, but most importantly, happy first day of me working as a full-time entrepreneur. Thank you. Hold the applause. This is clearly a very big deal for me. If you've been following along for quite some time, you know that I've been balancing a 9-to-5 job, my small business, content creation, and a bunch of other life things for basically 5 years straight. And I was like, enough's enough. I really elaborate a lot on this decision in another video that I made, so you can go check that out. But today's officially the first Monday, the first working day that I'm just working on my own entrepreneurial stuff. As always, got my little matcha here. I have my cute little My Plants Understand Me mug, which honestly, I really have to water my plants. The matcha tastes so good though. I woke up this morning at a solid 6 a.m., went to the gym for the first time in months. I haven't been to the gym since before my wedding. That was in May. One of the things I talked about with making this decision to do my small business and other side hustles full time is that I was really sacrificing my health, mental health, physical health, emotional health. And honestly, the stuff that the 9-to-5 job provided me wasn't really doing it for me anymore. And I almost felt like I couldn't really rely on my 9-to-5 for the stuff I originally relied on it for. So doing this now, I just feel so excited. Even just this morning, as an example, I was able to go to the gym, took it really slow this morning, took like a slow morning shower, did an everything shower, dried my hair, packed up like 20 different orders. They're all ready to go to UPS right now. I watched a couple YouTube videos. I made my matcha and drank it slowly. Waited for the gloomy clouds to pass. It's still a little gloomy outside, but it's a little bit better than earlier this morning because timing wise, I literally work on my own time now. And yeah, I'm just having the best day so far. I'm still juggling a good amount of things. I still remember what it's like to work a corporate job, and I hope that my videos can still be applicable and relevant, and I hope you still enjoy. Today's basically gonna go exactly like a lot of those other day in my life as a small business owner videos that you've seen of mine, except instead of filming it on a Saturday or Sunday because I would have my 9-to-5 job Monday to Friday, you're seeing me film this on a Monday because now Mondays are my small business working days. Lots of things on the agenda. First is to stop by UPS to drop off all those packages that I had packed up this morning. I also need to pick up some packages that were delivered to UPS and bring them home. Need to stop by the post office, drop off some packages there. I was gonna work at a coffee shop, but I think for today I'm just gonna work from home to like fully embrace the whole working from home as an entrepreneur vibe. I need to edit a video and post the video. I need to submit some brand collabs. We are going to the thrift store. We are decluttering this room because it has gone crazy. Literally gotten so out of hand because of how many markets I've had, and with this whole transition of me working a ton for my corporate job to like ramp people up with the work that I was doing a whole lot of extra work there, and then also trying to pick up the small business stuff. And there are a few exciting announcements coming related to my small business. I've gotten myself into some big commitments related to that, and I'm so excited about them, along with this additional business. I sound crazy. I literally sound crazy. But this additional business that's very tied in to my current small business that I'm going to launch, and it's basically just going to be a business where I help other small businesses get to where they want to get to with their small business goals and dreams. That'll be launching sometime soon. And yeah, I just have so much to look forward to, and I'm really excited, and I'm so thankful and grateful for all of your support because none of this would be possible without you guys. So give yourself a pat on the back for doing this. You did this. You did this. Okay. Now, before I go and drop those packages off, I do want to say that the true reason I am here today is because I learned how to work smarter, not harder. There's so many things that I implemented in my life, so many strategies and systems that I put into place that have helped me stay sane by not overworking, but also got bigger and better results. If you're just starting out as a small business owner, or you've been doing it for a while and you're trying to find little ways to elevate your small business in order to potentially quit your job or to just grow your business in order to start seeing those results that you know you should be seeing and that you know you want to see, then sometimes the little tweaks that you make with your small business logistics are definitely the way to go. Now, when I started reanalyzing my business and try to look for little, small, budget-friendly, very easy to implement tweaks to my small business, one of the best things you can do as a small business owner is to have a memorable and reliable domain name. There are plenty of domain name options out there, to the point where it's kind of debilitating trying to choose between the different options out there. But in order to get amazing initial results and to start seeing the traction that you want to see on your online site, I definitely recommend you use a .online domain. These are things I wish I knew when I first started my business. Thank you so much to .online for partnering with me on this portion of the video. A .online domain is the world's second largest new domain name extension with over 3.4 million active domains all over the world. It's incredible for SEO because the keywords with online in it are searched literally 500 million times worldwide each month. You can apply a .online domain name to literally all different sorts of online businesses, including a handmade goods business like mine, a tech startup, service-based businesses, you name it. A .online domain will definitely set you apart from everyone else out there. For example, Radiate.online is a cute online small business selling kombucha, and their website just jumps out to me more. Unlike other saturated domains, you can actually find a .online version of your domain more often than those other domains. Your customers will have an easier time finding your website. Like I've mentioned so many times before, it will be memorable and more recognizable to the people who want to look you up. If you are interested in getting your .online domain name, you can actually use the link in my description and get one for just 99 cents for the first year when you use my code Monica at checkout to get this great offer. Thank you again to .online for partnering with me on this portion of the video. Now let's get to shipping off our orders. Really just ran over to UPS and the sun just burst out from behind the clouds, so I'm sweating now. What a great start to the day. Oh my gosh, it's an absolute mess behind me. I need to clean and declutter. I got a couple packages from UPS. Let's open them together. I actually didn't stop by the post office yet because I'm gonna go in a second, in like a couple hours. In a couple hours. Which one is it? I'm going in a couple hours because I'm going to go to the thrift store, and the bus stop that I want to get picked up at is close to the post office. Also, I didn't want to lug all of this stuff like to the post office with my packages and then come back here. It just worked out better this way. The first thing I think is from Halara. I've never shopped there before, but they wanted to send me some pieces, and I know I'm going to be living in these things because, listen, love looking cute, love dressing up, love fashion and all that, but I love being comfortable. Wait till you see these. These are pants that feel like they're not pants. Oh my gosh, they look so comfy. So the material is basically like, I don't know, it's just so soft, and they're really baggy at the bottom. So I think I'm gonna love that, especially for the winter time. I could layer, put some leggings underneath. In high school, when I would like dress up and try to look cute, I would always wear like the most uncomfortable stuff, but I just thought I looked cute. Then in college, I got to the point where I was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm just gonna look cozy all the time. So then I would wear sweats a lot, and I just didn't feel my best. I didn't like how it wasn't as like fashionable as I wanted to be. I wanted to put outfits together and like have fun with that. So now I finally gotten to the point where I think I know some like really good brands where they look cute and they're super cozy, and I'm excited to add Halara to the list of these brands. I do have to like try all this on and make sure I really like it, but I think I will. I've heard such great things. This is also like, it almost looks like jeggings. They almost seem like sweatpants at the top with like the elastic top piece, and like this, you can kind of tell like how drapey it is. Wide leg. It's gonna be cute. These are so soft. What? I also really hope these fit because sizing is strange. These are basically like corduroy velvet. It's like a velvety wide leg. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna live in these. And there's pockets. We love that. Oh, the pockets are cozy, kind of stretch. That's gonna be so cute. And then last but not least, I don't recall, but I think it's like athletic wear. Oh, these are just little sweat athleisure type pants. I guess I only got pants, that's okay. I definitely need more pants over tops. Speaking of, I'm doing a huge declutter of my closet before I go to the thrift store, and I want to get rid of some biz cash because is this annoying? Is this annoying for you? I feel just so excited for this new era, this new chapter. And one thing that I want to do is just kind of like get rid of the things that belong in the past. For example, a lot of the biz cash that I didn't like, it didn't look cute. I literally only owned it because I needed more stuff to wear at the office. I've probably owned some of this stuff since 2014, like since I started doing internships and needed to wear like biz cash and biz formal type stuff. So probably 2016 is when I got most of this. And I'm like, I'm done with it. Someone else can make use of it now. Anyway, this is what I want to add to my closet from now on. Like this kind of stuff, not businessy stuff. All right, that was from Pilara. Thank you for sending that. I also have something from, looks like Soulberry Apothecary. Cute little branding on the package. Ooh, beautiful packaging. I love receiving things low-key from small businesses more than I like receiving things from big mass-produced commercial businesses. These are beautiful little things in here. Well, thank you card for your lovely taste, for being a great example of making your self-care a priority, and for supporting my small business. Oh, love that. Oh, a bunch of business cards. Good for you. This might be a note. You guys know my favorite part is always the note. She sent me the green banana white turmeric mask to help with skin clarity because I was complaining about my breakouts right here. Most of them are kind of going away, but I'm still having issues. So thank you. Oh my gosh. And there's also a matcha mask because she knows how much I love matcha. I'm so excited. Ooh. This is the matcha renewal face mask. This packaging, incredible. Love that. And then this one's the green banana clarifying scrub mask. Well, am I using this tonight? Are we having a spa night? I love when apothecary type things get packaged up in these kind of pouches. I've seen people package up candles in these pouches and I love that too. That's cute. Where do you guys get these? Do you get them in bulk somewhere? Let me know in the comments. Oh, that's so cute. It's pink. This is the Limonada y Coco Botanical Bliss handcrafted Lux body oil. I don't think I've owned a body oil before that I actually used. So maybe I'll use this. So cute. So beautiful. Thank you so much. If you're in the market for any sort of like self-care, body care type stuff, definitely check out Soulberry Apothecary. The founder's name is Tahara, I believe is how you say it. Thank you so much, Tahara. This is like the kindest thing. Love your little note. I'm gonna keep it forever. I always keep all your notes forever. I scrapbook with them. And the last thing I got is actually from La Roche-Posay. I've been working with them on some content recently, and I don't post it on my own accounts. I post it, or they post it. It's like UGC. Basically, I create the content. They do what they want with it. But I've really been loving their stuff. I haven't really tried too much of their stuff other than the sunscreen. This one is the Cicaplast Balm B5. It's a multi-purpose cream. I like the packaging and the aesthetic because it's really simple. And this one is also a sunscreen. This is a different sunscreen than what I've tried before. Looks cute. So I'm gonna save that for when I make content with it. I'm in a good mood. Hey babe. I just finished filming my Arts and Music Festival recap portion of the video. That's why I'm sitting here. Look at this cute little rainbow. I love this time of year because when the sun is lower in the sky in the fall and winter, it comes into my crafting room a little bit more and the light shines off of my little reflector balls that I have hanging from the curtain rod, and it makes little rainbows everywhere and it just looks brighter in here. I love it. Somehow still trying to finish my matcha from this morning. I will finish it, don't worry. But we're going to the thrift store right now. Is that what we're doing? Should I do that? I can do anything. I can literally do anything, you know? I do have a number of orders to fulfill. I have a lot of content to edit. I don't know if I should go to the thrift store, but this is my first day working for myself full time. So should I just do it? Should I make an executive CEO decision to go to the thrift store? There are a couple things I need from the thrift store to do some things I might need. I also want to get rid of some of the clutter that I have. Decision fatigue, it's hitting. I did have planned in my calendar to go to the thrift store right now, So let's abide by the Google Calendar, the almighty Google Calendar that I literally worship, and we'll go for a quick little trip. Then we'll come back. It'll still be sunny. I can still do more things. That sounds good. Back from the thrift store, and I didn't get too much. I did drop off like a crazy amount of stuff. Why is this so lopsided? Oh, that's why. Don't mind my chair here with my pants. Here, there we go. We're gonna tidy this up. We are, over the course of this week. I have a lot of things planned. Oh, before I get into the thrift haul, I also found that a small business sent me this with a cute little handwritten note. It's the little image on it. It's so cute. I got some Taylor Swift inspired stickers. So each of these are divided by the album, like the Taylor Swift album, and they're all like album themed. The brand is called Livy Jean Art, and these are beautiful. So this is like the overall, oh my goodness, what is happening with the lighting? Okay, this is her card, I believe. I think. Livy Jean Art. She's on Etsy. This is the Tortured Poets department. Reputation. Cute. Maybe this will be better now. Red and Lover. I love the Lover ones. The color scheme is beautiful. So thank you so much to Livy. Very kind. I'm definitely going to be using this with my scrapbook. I can't wait to scrapbook more. It's like one of my favorite things. Only got a few things. So first is this. It's the Treasury of Christmas Crafts and Foods. It's basically a vintage craft book, and it has so many cute like inspo pictures and like instructions. Like it gives you instructions on how to make these crafts, and there's so many in here. There's like a child's fantasy Christmas blanket. So cool. Like there are so many crafts in here that I've never thought of before. I think it's like fun to do trendy crafts and crafts that you find on Pinterest and on TikTok and stuff, but then sometimes it's good to just go back to the classic crafts that people would do for years and years. So happy I have that for the holiday time. And then I just got 3 sweaters. I already did a ton of fall shopping, so I didn't want to do too much more, but I thought these were really cute. And they were all on sale. This one was like 75% off. This one's Croft and Barrow. I just really like the pattern. Look at that. It's like a cute like little teddy bear brown with hints of pink and dark brown, and I like that. I've been dying to get a sweater that is this color yellow, and the brand is also really good. It's Charter Club. It's a large, but I like the way it hangs on me. I think it's like a good oversized fit. And then last but not least, I couldn't help myself. I got another pink sweater. I don't have one that's this color pink. I have one that's like darker. I don't know how I got this. This one's just Target brand, but I like the fuzziness of it. Now I need to edit. I can't make any more candles because, believe it or not, I ran out of wicks. I can't believe it either. It's really unfortunate because I have so many mini candle orders, and I don't have any more of the mini wicks. I ordered a ton off of Makesy last night. Hopefully those come in relatively quickly because I have so many orders that need to be fulfilled that require those wicks. I was just so caught up. I keep saying this, but when you make things for pop-ups, you kind of lose track of your materials at some point, especially when you have a lot of big markets back to back. I'm just making a ton of stuff and barely keeping track of it in Inventora. That's what I normally use to track my inventory, but sometimes I fall behind with my production runs and I don't actually log the things that I'm making and the supplies that I'm losing in the process as I make things. So that's what happened, and I'm really upset with myself about it, but hopefully that all comes in soon. I am tonight going to sew a couple of pouches because I have a couple pouch orders that need to be fulfilled, and I have the materials for that stuff. So I'm gonna make them tonight. We're just editing a lot. I'm so behind on content, and I really want to just like put a lot out there. I just feel so in my element right now. I'm happy. I'm excited. And I can't wait to read my book tonight. I think my book is coming in on Amazon. I tried to get the book at my local bookshop yesterday, Lessons in Chemistry. It's really popular. It's my book club book. I'm doing a book club for the first time with my 2 friends, and I really wanted to get a physical copy so I can annotate it my local bookshop didn't have it, so I had to order it on Amazon, unfortunately. I just finished up with a call with my friend Cass. We're collaborating on a couple different things. One is a workshop, another one is an event, and I'm excited about both. I also mostly finished editing my arts and music festival vlog. I just need to do a few more little edits, export it, upload to YouTube, post it by tonight. Whew, I feel like I'm running. I'm like running and doing a lot. But I love it. I love it so much. This is the best day ever. What the heck? Even right now, you're still there. We've got my M mug and some apple cider tea. I think it was called Cider House Tea. I got the tea from this place in Ridgewood, New Jersey. Can't recall the name of it at the moment, but they're actually a chain, so they might have one near you. So good, very delicious, all made in-house, which is perfect. I'm on a tea kick, if you couldn't tell by some of my videos recently. I thought we'd sit and have a little chat because I've kind of been holding on to the secret that I quit my job and I'm working for myself full time for about a month now. Well, technically I made the decision like a couple months ago and then actually quit about a month ago, and now I'm here. And I didn't really want to say anything yet because what if I change my mind? And also I didn't want to jinx anything. I kind of wanted to form my words properly when talking about this because it is a very sensitive subject to me. I definitely know that this was the right choice for me, but I'm gaining some things by doing this and I'm losing some things by doing this. I think my business is going to thrive so much more now that I'm fully focusing on it. My business, meaning both my content creation hustle and also my product, handmade goods, small business hustle, along with my new business of helping other small businesses get to where they want to get to. And I just feel like all of that is really what I was meant to be doing in this moment of time. And I felt like my 9-to-5 job was just almost like in the past. And I'm so grateful that it gave me the platform via the finances to go and pursue these side hustles. I would have never made it if I were struggling my way through, like scraping pennies together, trying to make a small business come to life. My 9-to-5 job fully funded my lifestyle and my small business lifestyle for 5 years. I would say maybe 3 years, because for the past like 2-ish years, my small business has been like funding itself pretty much. And I'm so grateful for it. And I do feel really sad that it's over. I had a really pleasant 9-to-5 experience. I had really pleasant coworkers and had really great relationships there. So it was actually really sad on Friday when I logged off for the last time. I was like pretty emotional and I kept like pinging my manager. We kept pinging back and forth like, I'll miss you. No, I'll miss you. No, I'll miss you. He even texted me this morning and we were chatting. So yeah, I do feel like I'm losing a whole lot by giving that up. But today like was such a great example of the things that I'm gaining. I'm gaining more confidence in myself, just knowing that I can do this full time and I don't have to worry about, oh, will people order things? Is my content good enough? Do I have any sort of like upward trajectory with my small business? I'm not wondering any of that anymore because I did it. Like I got to the point where I can sustain my business itself on its own, like just me. And that is the best feeling ever. And if that's like something you want to achieve, just know that you will get there. And I'm so excited for you for that to happen to you because I've never like felt this proud of myself and happy and confident in my ability to work and to provide like actual value to people. Little tea sip. I also want to say that you don't have to quit your job, and I don't encourage anyone to quit their 9-to-5 job. I kept my 9-to-5 job for 5 years, and I could have easily kept it for longer. Not easily. I could have. It was an option to keep it for longer. But I'm not encouraging anyone to go and quit their jobs and to go all out on their small business unless if you know it's the time and you're able to. And you'll know when it's time. And you'll also know when you're able to, because you'll feel so safe and stable, and the answer will just seem so obvious to you. That's how I felt a couple months ago, and it was the very first time in my whole life I ever felt that way. When I first like started my business and started dabbling in content creation and all of these other things, I always had in the back of my head like, oh, it would be cool to do this full time. I would be good at it. This could be a really fun lifestyle. I think it's like new life bucket list item unlocked, like quitting my job and doing all these things and living this life. But it was never something that like logically made sense to me. It was always just in the back of my head being like, oh, maybe one day, maybe. And the fact that I've like taken a few 100,000 million steps to finally get to this point, and knowing that like I didn't give up, that's like I think my favorite thing about myself. If you ask me, Monica, what's your favorite thing about yourself? I think my answer would be that I didn't give up with my small business, and I worked so hard to get to this point. Obviously, luck has a lot to do with it, privilege has a lot to do with it, but I do know that I could have stopped at any point and lived my corporate girl boss dreams and life for years and years and retired at 68 or whatever the age is nowadays. And that could have been my life, and that would have been great and amazing. But I decided not to do that. And for right now, obviously I can always go back that route if I wanted to. But for now, I'm going that way and trying something in my mind that is crazy. To some of you guys, you're like, Monica, I quit my job so long ago. I've been doing this. I'm a small business queen. Like, I'm already good to go. Like, what are you talking about? Good for you. Good for you. This is crazy for me, okay? Crazy. Risk adverse girly here. I worked at Bank of America, one of the most risk adverse industries in the world, banking. I like stability. I like routine. I like knowing what's coming. So those are the thoughts that have been going through my head. But having a day like today where I actually felt motivated enough to get up at 6 a.m. and to go to the gym, and felt even motivated after that to work on my stuff before 9 a.m., take a break in the middle of the day to do something that I've been meaning to do, which is drop off some of those donations, dabble in some thrifting for like half an hour, come back here, do meetings. I also don't know if I mentioned it, I had a pickup order, so I ran across the street right after my meeting, gave someone their order, and then ran back over here. So we even like got some orders down. I also dropped off a bunch of orders at UPS. Like what a dream day in the life. I'm not saying it's like your dream or it's anyone's dream. Like literally for me, this is what I didn't even know that I wanted until it happened to me today. And I'm like, wait, is this the best day ever? I think it might be. And again, for like the probably 300th time in this video, I'm saying thank you to you guys, because literally impossible without my YouTube supporters, Instagram supporters, people who buy from my shop, people just like these videos, people who click on it and then click off because they're like, this girl isn't for me. Hey, it's still something. You gave me a chance and you clicked on my thumbnail, so even that helps a little bit. I have my arts and music festival vlog uploading right now. It says it's gonna take like over an hour to upload. I don't know what's going on here. The internet must be slow for some reason. But yeah, going forward for the rest of this week, every day is gonna look a little different. I'm gonna spend probably all day tomorrow editing because I have so much content that needs to go out. I didn't spend as much time today as I wanted to on that. I really need to start making a lot more products for upcoming pop-up shops. I really want to launch a like fall 2.0 drop because I have a few more fall ideas that I want to put out before the holiday drop, which is going to be so soon. There's so many projects I'm excited about, and I'm excited. I'm just very excited. So let's continue to work. I'm doing email admin stuff right now. I do eventually want to get to the point where I'm only working the hours of 9 to 5 or like something of that sort, like 7-8 hours a day. But for right now, I'm still working my 12 to 15 hours a day, just until I get caught up, okay? But just know that the goal is to work less. And I am working significantly less without my corporate job. So already winning a little bit. It's actually a couple weeks later, but I did post that I quit my job for the first time, like let you guys know that this is real this past week. So I've been getting a ton of really nice messages from you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. When I filmed this video of the first day working full-time for myself, no one knew except for my family and my friends. So I'm happy that the world knows now. You guys can be let in on the little secret that we have, or that we had. I also posted on my brand Instagram a little question for you guys. Well, not even a question, just a Q&A. And you guys have been asking a bunch of things, so I thought I'd clarify a few things because there were some repeat questions and some things that I just wanted to chat about. Also, every time I post a Q&A or any of those question links in my stories, I'm always so surprised when you guys actually ask questions. I always think no one sees my stuff and no one cares. So I'm always like pleasantly surprised and happy when you guys have questions and want to hear the answers, hear the responses. That's crazy. Okay, I think I'll focus on the ones that were related to quitting my job and working full-time as a small business owner. I got a lot of questions asking about my income and the breakdown of my income and how I make money now. And I think I'll do a whole other video with like a pie chart showing exactly what the breakdown is. But long story short, I have like a number of streams of income: brand deals, YouTube AdSense, online sales from my product-based business, in-person sales from my product-based business, customized bulk personalized orders that I get. I kind of separate that out, and we got rid of the 9-to-5 income, so that goes away. But yeah, a few things here and there, and I'll probably make a whole video on that because that's interesting. An honest question: when did you know it was time to quit? I explain it a lot in my I quit video, but I guess long story short, it came in phases. I eventually had the realization, just like looking at the data, oh, I'm financially stable with all of my side hustles. So that was like one little light bulb going off. And then there was the whole, oh, I actually think I enjoy doing my small business more than I enjoy doing my 9-to-5 work. That was like a second light bulb. And then the third was honestly like me being on the verge of like burnout constantly and realizing, oh, this might be unsustainable. I always kind of knew that I wouldn't be able to do both things forever, both having a full-time job and a full-time side job. I knew one needs to take priority over the other at some point. So I would say over the past 2 years, slowly came to this conclusion and made the final decision, I think in August of this year. Tips on the financial part, that's what scares me the most. Scares me the most too. That's why I didn't just see, oh, I am making a good amount of money with my side hustles, let's quit my job. Like, that's not it. There's a whole mental block you have to get through of like, okay, no 2 paychecks a month, no stability, no taking PTO and still getting paid, none of that. Like, that's a whole, like, you trying to come to terms with the fact that you're gonna have to live in a not as stable situation and be okay with it. So honestly, I think the mental block is harder than the financial part. If you continue to do the things to grow and scale your business that I've mentioned a lot in my YouTube videos, things like diversifying your income, things like seeing what works and what doesn't work and just going full force on the things that work and leaving behind the things that don't work. Things like being consistent, especially on social media, and letting people know that your brand exists every single day. Things like putting in the work but working smarter, not harder. I can get even more granular with all the different steps I took to make my small business happen without you needing to watch all like 100 videos on my channel. I could do that in another video. I'm also, little plug right here, I'm launching another business called the DIY CEO Club. The launch was going to be this year, but a lot of things have happened this year, so I'm going to launch it in January of 2025, and that's basically going to be a coaching online course based business where I'm going to give you everything you need, whether it be one-on-one coaching, group coaching, or an online course that is like fully self-paced, and give you all the answers as to how you can get your business from where it is now to where you want it to be. And if where you want to be is quitting your job, we'll go through the steps to get you there. So, little plug, I have the mailing list linked in the description. Is it worth it to start a YouTube channel for a creative/artist? Yes. Yes, it's so worth it. Do it. Literally, if you have any sort of interest in making videos, putting yourself out there, that's like the hard part. But if you seem like you might enjoy it, try it once, see how it goes. Don't put too much effort into editing. Don't spend hours editing. Just edit for maybe like an hour or two. Put out into the world whatever you got, and do that once a week, once a month, however often you could put out a video, and you're gonna see growth. And you're gonna help so many people because your experience is so helpful to others. Inquiring minds want to know if you are doing the big craft show, the 52-day craft show market that I was talking about in New York City. There's gonna be a video coming out about that soon, so you can stay tuned for that. A lot of people ask about that. Do you miss your job? I miss the people at my job. I do not miss doing the balancing act of that I was doing. No. There have been no regrets so far. I guess that was some other questions that I got. No, I have not regretted anything yet. Obviously there's still time. I've only been doing this for 2 weeks, so there's time to regret. I don't think I will though. What advice would you give someone who's afraid to start their own small business? What's the worst that can happen? Just ask yourself, what's the worst that can absolutely happen? You're gonna come up with some crazy things. You're gonna be like, I fail and everyone laughs at me. I'm gonna lose a ton of money. I will have wasted a ton of time. But then let's look at the other side. What if you don't start your small business? Potentially losing out on a lifetime of happiness, potentially losing out on such a profitable life, both financially, emotionally, and potentially like not living out to your fullest potential if you believe in that. I just think there's so many more risks with not going for your dreams. You don't want to wake up at 80 years old one day and be like, dang it, I should have started those 6, 7, 8 businesses that I kind of wanted to, because I didn't, and now what? So I just think that the biggest motivator should be you realizing that not starting the business is scarier than starting the business. That question also had a continuation. So it was, what advice would you give someone who's afraid to start their small business as someone who doesn't have a safety net? I think that there are a lot of ways that you can start a business without a huge chunk of money. I didn't invest like anything into my business. Well, I started off with scrunchies, if you don't know. I went to Hobby Lobby. I bought $5 worth of fabric. That made me like 20 scrunchies, like probably even more. I posted on Instagram, which is a free app, to my friends and family, hey, anyone want to buy this? I was selling them for so little. I was selling them for like $1 or $2 because I didn't know my worth back then. Coincidentally, that ended up costing me some money because when I went to go ship out orders, shipping cost like $3 and I sold the scrunchie for $1. So I was like, okay, next time I went and sold my scrunchies for $3, $4, or $5. But that's really all you need. And if you're going with digital products, like you're selling your illustrations, your paintings, there's print-on-demand services that I've talked about in other videos where you don't have to pay a cent until you receive an order, and then you pay for the cost of the sweatshirt or whatever it is. But obviously you're going to price the sweatshirt higher than what it costs, so you're going to make money no matter what. There are a lot of different ways to do it. I actually also want to make a video on that, like how to start a business with $0 cash. But I don't think you should wait till you have a safety net. I didn't, and I was literally 1 month out of college, so I had not that much money yet. Obviously, don't go for some really expensive business idea that you have. Go for something a little bit more budget friendly, and then grow until you get to the point where you can do that really elaborate, expensive thing that you dream of. What is the hardest part of leaving? Well, the day I left and the day I quit, the hardest part was feeling like a disappointment to my team, which I talk a lot about in the I Quit video. But also the hardest part was things like logistics. Like, thankfully, gratefully, I had the support of everyone around me. Like, all my friends and family were very supportive. But logistically, I had to figure out a lot of things on my own. How am I going to access my W-2 from my job? How am I going to do taxes from now on? And while I'm going through this like mental turmoil of making sure that I leave the company like in a proper way, I'm also still running my business at the same time. So I'm trying to put out videos that are pleasant and happy, and also trying to fulfill orders, and then also trying to quit my job and transfer all of my knowledge to other people on the team. So it almost was like the craziest 3 weeks of my life. Like, it was really busy. That was probably the hardest part, but then it ended. And now I'm not chilling. I am very, very busy. I put a lot on my plate. The hardest part was, I guess, just like dealing with the disappointment that I felt, and then dealing with the chaos that ensued after quitting. How do you ensure you get enough rest and relaxation time while running a full-time small business? Well, that's a good question, and I'll let you know when I figure it out. I do have a goal of having the weekends be weekends. When I was working 9 to 5 and doing my small business and content creation, my weekends were fully booked with work, content creation, and small business work. I would be making inventory, editing videos, filming videos, all of that. And that's how it's been for the past 2 weeks as well, even doing this full time. I'm trying to get to the point where I have maybe a day or two off where I'm not doing any sort of work. And it's just fun time, weekend time. Remember that? Remember that concept? I don't. I barely remember it. So I'm excited to try to implement that. What changes are you most excited about now that you're full time? The concept of a weekend. I am excited about that. And also, I have 1,000,001 other projects in my head that I've not even started or implemented or told you guys about, all related to my small business, whether it be product launches, different event ideas, collabs, things like that. I'm so excited to actually dip my toes in those things now that I have a little bit more time and energy. How did you do it working full-time running a side hustle? Watch any of my videos throughout the years of 2020 to today, and you will see that it was chaos. It was fun, but it was chaos. How did you promote your business when first starting out? Instagram. I only used Instagram. And then I started my YouTube channel pretty soon after, and YouTube is what has grown me the most. Oh, a bunch of people just saying congrats for chasing my dreams. Thank you. That's so nice. How many hours do you work every week in your business? 24/7. You know that sound on Instagram and TikTok that's like, I quit my 9 to 5 so that I can work 24/7 for myself. It's true. It's because I love it. It's because I'm always thinking about it. I'm like, why would I not be working when I created this business full of tasks and activities and products that I, in my free time, would still be enjoying and doing? But as I mentioned, trying to take some rest and breaks. Will you do Shopify tutorials and Black Friday/holiday tips? Yes, I will. Great idea. How long did it take you to be able to make enough money to leave your job? I think it took about 4 years where I started making an income from my side hustles that I felt comfortable, where I'm like, okay, that's an annual salary that I could probably live off of. Some people do it quicker, some people do it slower. I'm very grateful that I had a software engineering full-time job, so that, fully funded my lifestyle. And then my small business stuff was kind of just like income on the side. I'm very grateful that I had that situation going for me. Will you ever have a physical store? Love you and your business. That's my new goal. I was telling Josh and my friends that a lot of my lifetime goals and dreams and manifestations have come true this year. Literally got married. My sister had a child, so I'm an aunt. That's exciting. Quit my job to be a full-time entrepreneur. Hit some income goals, hit some other financial goals, friendship goals. Like, things are going well. I almost feel like we're at the point in the movie where things decline and something terrible happens, but we're not putting that out into the universe. But very grateful. And now going back to the question, I'm like, I should come up with some new dreams, and one that I immediately thought of was, how cool would it be to have a storefront in Hoboken specifically? That would be cool. Yes, I would love to have a storefront one day. Someone goes, where'd you get your displays? Haha, I kid, it's vertical edge. Yes, I always talk about vertical edge. A lot of questions about creating content. I think you just do it. You just set up the camera and do whatever it is you're doing and let the camera record whatever it is you're doing. I could also make a whole video talking about content. Do you have savings and a backup plan? My savings are plentiful. I am a very organized, very well thought out, planned person. So yes, I have tons of savings to rely on if I need to, which I haven't needed to dip into yet, which is amazing. My backup plan is to continue to create businesses that are profitable. And I think that's a thing that a lot of people think, that if you have a small business and you have, something that's profitable today, tomorrow everything can change and all of a sudden people cannot buy any of your stuff and everything will go downhill in 24 hours. I don't think that's the case. I think I've proven time and time again with these videos, with brand deals, with my products, that there is a pattern of people liking my stuff. And I think that's actually reliable. When you work at a 9 to 5, you can get laid off today, like literally right after lunch. You can get laid off and it's all over in the span of like a couple hours. With my business, my videos are still out there. People can still watch them. I know my products are still good. I can get canceled, I guess. That would be sad. I hope I don't never get canceled. But I guess my backup plan would be to just make new businesses. I could, if I ever needed to, go back to my software engineering job if I, ever so needed or wanted to. But I think there's also something to be said about being so optimistic about the current situation you're in. And I don't want to dwell too much on like, okay, this doesn't seem to be working. My product launch, I only sold like 2 things. I'm gonna go with my backup plan. Like, no, I think I'm gonna stick through a lot of the failures that are bound to happen and disappointments and frustrations that are bound to happen, hence the safety net if I ever need it. But like I said in my I Quit video, I am a lot more financially stable doing my side hustles than I was doing my corporate job. And I grew to that point over the past 5 years, and I'm so grateful for it. How do you budget for some of the uncertainty of owning your own business and depending on sales? That kind of goes along with the last question where, let's say, for example, every month I consistently make 100 sales, for example. Dips up and down and up and down. But I've gone a couple years at this point where pretty much every single day I'm making sales, and I can almost depend on that. Like really depend on that. I'm so grateful to you guys for supporting all of my products and my videos. But I think like the reason why I was okay with quitting, going back to some of those first questions, is because my small business and all my other side hustles, content creation included, have just become so reliable. It is actually impossible. It actually seems more impossible to lose everything with my side hustles than it did losing my 9 to 5. I felt more insecure being laid off or being fired from my 9 to 5 job than I do with my side hustles, because I have full control over the income of my side hustles, if that kind of makes sense. How are you doing, Truly? That's so nice. I'm doing well, thank you. I feel really good. As you can kind of tell in this video, I think like I was on top of the moon that first day. I've kind of mellowed out, where I'm now still stressed about life and things and opportunities, but it's a good kind of stress. It's like the, okay, let's go. I'm ready to get my hands dirty. Let's go and get them. I feel good. I'll let you know once I potentially maybe start feeling scared or burnt out or whatever, but right now I'm doing well, thank you. A whole bunch of questions about how I'm going to prevent burnout. Again, great question, and I'll let you know when I figure it out. I think even doing my 9 to 5 job, I was always making content about making sure you rest, making sure you take breaks. I always time block in big chunks of rest, and I think that makes me more productive because I am prioritizing giving myself time to take a break and to rest. And I also think it's kind of subjective on what is like too many hours to work, because again, going back to that funny Instagram, TikTok sound, I could work 24/7 and be perfectly happy with breaks spread out in between, because I love my small business so much. But in order to also prioritize seeing my family and going on trips and socializing and stuff like that, I think what I'm going to do is continue to time block out in my Google Calendar with things color coded, making sure that I don't have too much of one color at any given point in time. Each color corresponding with like a category of something in my life. For example, before, yellow was my 9 to 5 job, and you would see big chunks of yellow in my Google Calendar because I would need to work 9 to 5. But now that that's gone, I can put in green for my small business, and purple for my future businesses, and pink for socializing, and orange for taking a mental health break. I love seeing the rainbow of color blocks in my Google Calendar because that means I'm having a pretty well-balanced month or week, whatever it might be. I'm very big into data and collecting data, and to not relying on your own perception of how well you're doing. Like, I want to see it on paper. Like, am I spending too much time or 20% more time on work than I am on friends and family? If so, am I okay with that? Do I enjoy spending more time on work than with my friends and family? If I'm not okay with that, how do we switch that over to the other category? But I'm not an expert. I've been working for myself for 2 weeks, so I think we will see how this happens together. Excited for you guys to see my meltdowns. Excited for you guys to see how this might unfold in a positive or negative way. Who knows? There are a lot more questions here that I didn't get to, so I'll get to them in other videos. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I didn't end up doing as much crafting as I thought I would do the first day, but I did really enjoy being able to pick and choose what I did throughout the entire workday, and I'm so happy about that. Very grateful to be here. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.